Continuation from the previous video. The outlets in the house were functioning normally. But suddenly, they lost power. The customer described that everything was fine before. However, one day, after plugging in an appliance, it had no power. Moreover, there was an electric shock issue, which was fixed yesterday. Today, they will check this outlet. The power outage issue. Is it as bizarre as yesterday? This charger is leaking electricity. The power is back. It lost power again. This one also has no power. Correct. This is a newly renovated shop. They are currently organizing things. Initially, everything was said to be normal. Now, it just doesn't work. Measuring this outlet, it indeed has no power. Both live and neutral wires are dead. Not just this outlet. All the lights in the house are off. Now, turning on the lights has no response. All the power strips and outlets are dead. Why is there still an electric shock? So according to the customer's description, it does not make sense. Let's check the distribution box first. Alright. What time is it? Have they replaced the circuit breaker? They measured all the output terminals of the leakage protectors. The live wire voltage is normal. And the neutral wire is not live. All the circuits have no junctions. It seems the fault is not in the distribution box. They need to keep searching. The fault from yesterday has already been taken care of by the customer. Today, they must repair this fault according to their own approach. This outer sheath covering the yellow wax pipe should be the main line. This sheath wire should lead to the light. This borrowed live wire is from this outlet. Now they will open this switch to take a look. To put it bluntly, it has arrived. They have this sheath wire. That comes from below. The neutral wire is direct. The live wire has been cut and connected to a single switch. Looking at it this way, this switch controls all the lights. The customer has also mentioned that this switch controls the power supply for the lighting. It uses the live and neutral wires from the outlet. The outlet has no power, so the lights won't turn on. Where does this line from the outlet come from? As long as the incoming line is located, they can find the fault point. Oh. There are wires inside. But these two wires also have no power. The intermediate video did not capture this wire. Although it has no power, one wire end was pulled out. These two wires should lead to the outlet. But no hidden outlets were found nearby. Another bizarre fault has appeared. These two wires are clearly connected. But this side has no power supply. Why did the customer say it was working fine before? These two wires are going upward. A socket was also installed above this fire hydrant. What is this socket for? Regarding their matter, although these two routes go downward, they go behind the cabinet. From this fire hydrant directly to this socket. The main power is not connected. Why did they say it was working fine before? They were deceived by the customer again. From the bar location to this distribution box, the distance is not far. There is an outlet below. This outlet has power. The live wire voltage is normal, 100%. If they run the wire from here to there, it's a bit far. They will check other places to see if there are any outlets. There is another outlet. This one also has power. Further towards the bar area, there are no more outlets. In other words, the lines in the shop did not connect when making the cabinets. Now there is only one method. They will run a visible wire to the fire hydrant location. The bottom layer will hold some rarely used items. So, they will create a hole in the middle of the cabinet to pass the wire through without obstruction. Did this customer offend someone during the renovation? No power means no lights. And during yesterday's repairs, he connected the power line of the socket to the dual control switch. However, today this socket has not been powered on. Now, let's test this socket again. Okay. It's powered. This socket is live. But this switch still cannot use the live wire voltage normally. The control line carries an induced current. Turn on the switch. The control line also has over 200 volts. The switch is fine. But the light still does not turn on. Is this wire really controlling the light? Let's check with an endoscope. There is a driver transformer inside. That is a driver transformer. There is a charger inside. This is not a switch. This one previously had a design with a charger inside. What is this mark here? Yes. This is related to the charging system. And the light switch. If the light switch is not there, where could it be? Usually, the switches in stores are at the entrance. This position doesn't have it, there are a few wires here. Is this the light switch? Not ready to try it yet. Found a small down light. Let's test each one. This wire is the light control line. Because the small down light is not bright enough. It belongs to a series circuit. This one is also a control line. Let's test again. These 3 wires are all light control lines. After a long time, the customer doesn't even know where their switch is. This position at the entrance controls all the lights. This is a leftover switch installed for him. Let him use it first. There will be many more small tasks later, so I won't do them. Because it feels like this work is finished after the renovation. Now the light is on. The socket is also powered, solving the customer's problem. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Please give more guidance.